Welcome back. I know it's been quite a while and things have been a little irregular, and I'm hoping to get to where I'm posting more regularly again. And we're gonna go ahead and just kick things off by reviewing a gin we picked up while we were in the Netherlands called the Hermit. Now before we do anything, before we do a cork test, before we do any taste tests, let's go ahead and dive into the website here. Get everything up on my phone. Go ahead and start screen recording. And okay, so we are here on the website, and it's kind of a nice website. It's pretty neatly laid out, but let's go ahead and go to the product. And we're gonna scroll down because I want to show you the botanicals this gin has. Now, right here, you'll see that they use water source from the North Sea, which is actually pretty interesting. But if we come down, okay, it automatically clicks over, but we're just gonna slide back over. We have Jacmel orange peel, which is pretty neat. It's a sour orange that comes from the Caribbean. You have regular orange peel, Angelica root, which brings a nice earthiness to the gin. I think it's gonna add a pretty nice depth. Then we have coriander, which is a typical thing, juniper, which is typical, cardamom, which we find quite a bit, cinnamon, which you don't see very often at all in gin, licorice root, which this kind of got my attention, nutmeg, which is another one that's kind of interesting, and orris root. It looks like they have a typo here. They have it as orrit root, and if you look right underneath, it has orris root. Orris root is a neat addition because it adds a nice kind of floral note, almost lavender, to the gin. So, with that said, let's do two things. Let's go ahead and get our tasting glass ready. And, I mean, we gotta go back to it. Let's get the cork test back going again. Not too bad, not too bad. Could be a little bit better. But I mean, we're looking at a synthetic cork here, so that's generally what holds that back. But whatever, let's move on. And okay, and already just smell it. It smells really good. This is a really nice smelling gin. Okay, on the nose, I do not get hit with juniper right away. It's there, but it's not up front. It's not just super powerful, like juniper in the face. What I get is, I get a lot more of the spices. I get some of that cinnamon. I get a little bit of that nutmeg, and the juniper comes in. Now I'm starting to get some of that Angelica, that kind of earthiness. So let's see how it tastes. Okay, that is very complex. Just a sec. Okay, that you get Angelica pretty quick. So you get that earthy note, but not in a terrible way. You get the earthiness from the Angelica, you get some nice juniper coming in there, and then there's a warming sensation. I think it's both from the booze content, obviously, and probably that cinnamon that's in here. I'm not really getting strong licorice. Maybe when we add some tonic water, it'll really help this open up and we'll get more of the notes. But right now it's more juniper, a little bit of that coriander, and more Angelica. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm just thinking through real quick. The first thing we saw was Jacmel. So maybe that's that little, let's see if that's in there. That's a sour orange. Let's go with that in mind. Sour orange, let's take one more sip here. Yes, I do get that. I do get that. It's more mid palate and more to the back. Starts out a little bit of juniper, angelica, some coriander, and then right at the finish, you start to get a subtle sour note in the end. So I'm really, really interested to see how this is gonna be in a gin and tonic. So I'm gonna stop here for a second. I'm gonna gather everything I need, and we'll come right back. So I'll meet you here in a moment. Okay, I have all the necessary things to go ahead and make a gin and tonic. And I remembered a jigger this time, because you know, I've been forgetting that a lot recently. Well, you know, Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and we're going to go with our normal house spec, which is 2-to-1. So with that, we're gonna take 1.5 ounces of our gin. And we're gonna go with Fever Tree's Mediterranean tonic water today. I really like this tonic water. Either this one or the regular are amazing. Pretty much my go-tos. And we're gonna add 3 ounces of tonic water. There we go, 3. Okay. Go ahead and we'll add a little bit of lime to this. I was looking on their website earlier, and they had a bunch of really interesting variations on gin and tonics. They had some that had pomegranate in it, and they used, versus using tonic water, they used like a really nice sparkling pink grapefruit. They had, oh, that's another thing. Yeah, they had some that used clementine tonic water. And we tried to get some, but our order got canceled, which unfortunately, yeah. We'll keep trying to see if we can get some of these other unique tonic waters. They also, Fever Tree has one that was really interesting. It was a raspberry rhubarb that was actually quite delicious. Anyway, let's get back to our gin and tonic. Oh, it smells really good. It smells really good. Oh man, you get all the botanicals that are in the Mediterranean tonic water, but I'm definitely I'm picking up some notes from this gin, which is really, smells really good. That's actually really delightful. See if I can pick some things out real quick. Okay, the sour orange is really kind of toned down quite a bit. The angelica root and the juniper have really kind of softened out, where this is just a refreshing drink. As the only way to really put it, this is absolutely this is a sipper. This is really good. I could see this getting you in trouble though, because it is super smooth and you can knock back several of these. In fact, I've got the regular undiluted gin sitting here. Let's give this a quick taste. Okay, let's go back to the tonic. Yeah, this gin plays very, very well with tonic water. This makes wonderful G&Ts. Need to actually, yeah, that's what we should do later. Should make some martinis with this and see how it does. But I think that's gonna wrap us up for today. So we'll just go ahead and we'll end it here, and I'll just catch you in the next one.